Hi, everybody. We're back here. We're here for the final hour of trading. It is the first day of the new year, 2023, January the 3rd, Tuesday. And we are noticing here, I'm noticing here, a bit of a comeback for the Dow Jones Industrial Index. We were off today at the lows around this, first of all, around 12:30, then around 2:15 today. Quite twice the stock market hit kind of lows. And then ever since about 2:15, we've had a bit of a rally here. The low on the Dow was at 32,850. It's now 33,069. So we've added 220 points from the low in only 20 minutes, 25 minutes. So it's been a bit of a run here. We're down 77 on the session. That's it. We're down 77 points. We were down 300. We may have a green day today. How about that? You never know. This selling was not intense. Not at all intense. I'm wondering how this will play out. A GameStop right now is down $1.05 to $17.41. It did reach a low of $17.09 and kind of hung around the low of the day from about 12:30 to 2:15, and then it stopped sitting there and it kind of started coming up. 3.9 million volume, so not even a million shares pre-split. It's still quiet. However, down $1.04 instead of down to another 30 cents lower than that. We'll see if there's more of a recovery on this. At 17.41 last trade. Moderna 179.49 down 13. ATIP 29 cents down 1.5 pennies. Now Tesla. Okay, we're at 108.28 now. The low of the day 104.64, and again the low of the day seemed to have been set today a little earlier than the rest of the market, around the 115 mark. I think we reached this 104.64 level. Now Tesla has added $3.60 a share to that, back to this 108.21. The volume today is in excess of 198 million shares. That is heavy volume. And I kind of wonder if the last of the flushing out has been witnessed here. We've been seeing this slide all day until like just after 1 o'clock. And now it's a slow, steady rise the other direction. Could it be the stock comes into this 110.12 neighborhood, losing $8-10 a day, or will it have a bump at the end? We'll see what's going on. The story on Tesla that I am reading now, trying to follow what all the pundits, analysts are saying. The company delivered a record number of vehicles in the fourth quarter, no disputes, about 405,000. But analysts were hoping for between 420 to 450,000 overall. They were lowering those 450 numbers down to the 430 range, 425 range. Tesla in the last 2 weeks started putting out deals on vehicles because of the tax thing that's coming up. And this is screwing up Tesla's numbers. A lot of consumers are holding off going, well, I want to hear from the government of the United States about what kind of tax credit I can get for this car. And before I buy it, I want to know if I can get a better deal. Now, can you blame a consumer in a high inflation environment to say, hey, I might get $7,500 off this car from the US government? Why should I buy it in the middle of December when I can wait till the middle of January or February? This is no big deal for me, especially if it's a first-time electric car. It's not like, your car died and you need another one. This is the first time you're going to get one of these. Tesla, of course, tried to negate that by saying, look, we'll throw in a $3,750 cash discount. They did that in the first 2 weeks of December, more or less. Then they upped it to $7,500 for the Model 3, Model Y with 10,000 free miles, charging miles. Here's the deal for you right now. Take the car off our hands. Don't even wait. Grab it. Now, maybe the consumer is thinking, well, maybe what will happen here is I might be able to get a $7,500 discount off the car from a tax man, but I might still get another $3,700 from the factory, because if they're overstocked, maybe I can get a little more of a discount. So, of course, the discount game and the speculation kicks right in. the greed factor on the way down and the thing on the way up. Now, Elon has to decide how to play this and how to work this. The reality is that he might have 20,000 vehicles in stock, across all of his factories around the world and stuff. It's not like he has dealership lots, as we know. There are no Tesla dealerships like there are GM and Ford and Chrysler dealers. So he can't offload hundreds of thousands of cars onto the dealer lots with whatever incentives. He has to find a way to move them because they go direct to consumer. But it'll be interesting to see how this gets played. The analysts are also looking at margins. Now they're wondering, okay, look, if you got 20,000 vehicles at the end of the year that you didn't get delivered out, and now in January, you might be 10 or 20,000 short of your objectives, blah, blah, blah. What kind of margins are you going to have if you give out discounts? Are you going to throw $10,000 discounts, $5,000 discounts? What are you going to do? Now, my thinking on this is as an ex car guy, the way you move vehicle, the way you move tin is you offer incentives that don't cost you cash so much. The 10,000 supercharger miles, that's a good one. Offer 20,000 supercharger miles. Offer 5,000 supercharger miles for 5 years, whatever kind of deal. Because that's not money up front. That's money over time based on sales. You got to pay for the car now, and then you get this over time. You might throw in part of the automated driving thing. You might discount that a little bit. You might say, well, if you buy the car now in January, we'll give you $2,500 off cash price, but we'll also throw in a credit for this $10,000 option we have here. You can get it for $5,000 or $7,500. There's all kinds of ways to make this play. Time will tell. Remember, they used to give away the cord that you plugged your car into and that you plugged into your wall in your garage. They used to give you that as the car. Now they charge you extra for that stuff. It's like $250. This is a chintz move. You can throw that back and give them the cable. The cable that costs you, $80 to make? Give them an $80 cable. Don't offer $7,000 discounts. There's ways to make this happen. 2% financing, 3% financing if necessary, lease deals, lease back arrangements, whatever. Every car dealer, every car outfit, as you've seen in your adult lifetime, the deals are endless and they never stop coming. So we'll see how it plays out. Right now, stock is 107.60. It did get over 108 just a few moments ago. The Dow right now is down 117. Will there be another buy wave of interest into the market? I think there might be. And if we do, could we have a buy wave that takes us into the green? And if we go into the green for the market, could Tesla come back into the 110.15 neighborhood and have a $10, $6 loss on the day? And not such a big deal when it's all said and done. I don't know. Well, why don't we stick around and find out? You got anything going on? I don't. I'll be around. So why don't we watch? That's Tesla. SoFi, $4.50, down 10.9 cents. Apple down 5.47 to 124.46. HPQ down 22 to 26.66. Google has not backed off today. It's still up $1.15. It was higher. I'll give you that. This morning, first thing in the morning, we reached 91.54, like just right out of the gate, went straight up there. The low today, 89.02, and that was around 12:30-ish, but it didn't participate in any more downdraft with that. So the stock's been recovering from 89.02 to 89.91, and it seems to be happy to be here. It's trading at 17.9 times earnings. It's not like Google is overpriced here. Amazon is overpriced. It's 85.92. It's up 192, but it trades at 78 times earnings. So you're risking money on Amazon, not so much on Google. That's why Google, I think, is a good buy. Home Depot down 6 cents on Home Depot. This is why I don't think this market is going to have a bad run here. We're not getting across the board sell-offs of Dow 30 stocks. We're not getting this. We just don't have a massive sell wave coming through here. Cisco's up 28. Netflix has recovered to gain 89 cents. It got as low today as 288.70. It's now 295.80. That's a $7 or so recovery. Pfizer just down 15 cents, 51.09. IBM is up 34. Look at Microsoft. It's down 34 cents. It was up early this morning, got up to 245.75. Now it's 239.60 after dropping it all the way to 237. So it went from 243 to 237, now 239, down 20 cents. Like I said, there's no follow through on the sell off here. Vanik down 133. Adobe's up 43 cents. Goldman's up 164. Boeing up 496. Meta Platforms at 125, up 5. ME is at 208, down 8 cents. Rocket Lab has gone green at 383, up 6.6 cents. Matterport is down 9.5 at $2.70. SmartRent down 2.5 cents at 240. Spire is up a penny at 97, reaching a high today of 104, a low of 95, now 97, inching up just a little here at the end of the day. Cyxtera 202, up a dime. Wants to hang on to this $2 level. It really does. 150 something for the low of all time. Now back to 202. The AMC Ape share, what a mess. 14-cent drop on the AMC common shares, 16-cent drop on the preferreds. That's a 30-cent bleed out. The combined value of the two stocks is $5.10, 15 cents. Like, it's bad. That's a 6% drop today. Royal Caribbean down 32 cents. What else we had going on here? Some of our favorites. Target's up 290. JP Morgan up 65. Costco down $3. Walmart up 150. Disney up $2 to 88.96. Nvidia down 291. American Airlines 1264, down 7 cents. That's the story right there. So we're down 86 on the Dow. We're improving again. Another little wave of buying coming in. We're down 20 on S&P. We're down 79 on the NASDAQ. The Dow is the best performer, losing just 0.25%. So those dividend-laden top 30 stocks are coming on, where the S&P 500 is a mix of growth and dividends, down 0.54 of 1%, and NASDAQ down 0.77%. Not much of a sell-off. What is selling off is oil. Good news for you gasoline drivers. We're down $3.26 a barrel here, down to $77. Definitely staying away from the 80 level, the 79 level, now down to $77 in Texas. Oil everywhere. How much do you want? The lower it goes, the richer the American public gets, because the American public has all this cash in the treasury from the sale of all that oil from the strategic reserve. That oil was put into the market at 110 a barrel, 115, 105, 195 a barrel, all the way down. And if it wants to go lower, the American Strategic Reserve will buy it back at a nice profit. And American taxpayers deserve nothing but the best. Why not let it happen? So, hey, there you go. That's what we see. 107.66 on Tesla, 107.74 now, down 15.44 on the day for Tesla. And we'll see if it wants to come back into this 108, 110 level. The Dow only down 73 from a 300-point drop-off so far on the day. S&P now is less than 20 points on the downside. It's only down 18 points. And NASDAQ is 74. All right, there it is. Welcome one and all to the show today, to the first day of the new year, as we now follow what's going to happen. I personally think that quite a bit of buying is going to come into this market. I just sense that. First of all, tax loss selling is all done. It's all gone. There's no artificial reason for stock to come in for sale. The tax reasons are over. And now, every day this month, the wash trade rule will bring buyers out. And here we go. Now, it is possible. You don't forget, if you did sell something, or you know somebody that sold stock for a tax loss, you didn't have to just sit on the cash and not do anything. You certainly could have bought something else right away, and you didn't have to wait for 32 days or whatever it is to buy back your stock. You could have bought another stock. So I am not claiming here that every single seller of stock back in November and December are just sitting on cash waiting to buy back the shares they offloaded. No, I'm not saying that at all. But a portion of the market is. There is a certain number. There's a certain number of dollars out there that are sitting on cash, waiting to get back into these stocks. And GameStop, I think, is one of them. Tesla is definitely one of them. Apple is another. Um, Google, Amazon. I mean, the FANG stocks, generally speaking, they have come a long way down. And it's possible that, early December, late November, quite a bit of selling came through right away in anticipation of the first week of January to come back in. And so we may find over the next few days more buying coming in versus selling that used to come in. And we have a little bit of a pop up. But we'll see. The Dow right now, down 48. We might go green on this market today. This is our second real wave of interest, buying interest here. The S&P is just down 15 points. So the Dow 0.15 of a percentage point. This is not even 1/7. Interesting, isn't it? Okay. GameStop 1738 down $1.08. Tesla 107.97, 92, something like that. Just under 108. ATIP at 229.4, down 1.1 pennies. And we've got Apple at 124.90, down $5 today. So there you go. That's what we have. Thank you all for coming through here. Nice to see you. Sorry about Brian here. Number 40 coming in. I give him a thumbs up. I'm sick as a dog last night today. Happy New Year's, everybody. Also, I bought more GameStop. 17.25 average down, baby. Nice going, pal. You get better soon, my friend. Karen is here at number 44. Marcus here. Marcus, number 55, thumbs ups. Thank you. What are you recommending now? Jen Doe wants to know, as far as writing GameStop covered call contracts, what do you think? Well, I'm kind of under the impression that it's possible shares could reach this $20 level in the not too distant future, because we have come off a ways. But, the stock is the stock. And as I've always said, you let the stock tell you what to do. And right now, if you wanted to take a snapshot, click right now. The stock is saying, hey, I'm at 1738. And we touched 1698 last week on Thursday. And we're at 1738 now. We're only 40 cents better than the worst trade of the year, or worst trade of December. And so the stock is saying you might want to write $18 calls right now. That's what the stock is saying right now. This morning, though, it wasn't saying that at all, was it? This morning when we got up, we noticed that the GameStop shares hit a high in 1926. What were they yelling at us this morning? I think you should write $20 and $21 contracts. Some of you may have written $19 and $20 contracts this morning on GameStop. Now it's telling us to write 18s. So which GameStop do you believe? This morning's GameStop or this afternoon's GameStop? If this Dow wants to do a turnaround and the S&P wants to come along with it and the NASDAQ wants to come along with it, we have a bit of a green surge coming in here tonight, in this last, 41 minutes. Is it possible that GameStop could get back to the $18 level, and tomorrow morning we take a run into that $19.50 level, and now the stock is yelling at us to write 20s and 21s? That's what I'm wondering about. Are we going to have a rally in this market Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, where not just GameStop, but I'm saying the market, the whole thing. And now all of a sudden we're looking at, $2 or $3 higher writing opportunities in front of us. I'll say it to you this way. You can't go wrong writing a contract on GameStop, no matter what the price. If you want to write an $18 call on GameStop, that's good for February or March or April, and you can get a fat premium for it, I take the money. And I would sit there with my arms folded and go, okay, well, go ahead, GameStop. If you're going to go up to $20, I dare you to do it. Because my thinking here is that some of you out there are looking at the GameStop contracts and you're saying, well, Bruce, with it trading at 1736 right now, if I were to write a call for, say, April, How much money can I get for an $18 April contract? Well, let's take a look. Get my trusty big ass iPad to tell me here. Here it goes. April 21st expiry, 2023. You can't even write an $18 call. Go figure. You can write a 1750 or an 1875. These are split prices from when they split 4-for-1. Soon you'll be able to write an $18, $19, $20, $21 call soon. But anyway, if you wrote a 1750, which is 10 cents out of the money, you could get 370 to 395 in your hands right now. If you wrote an 1875, you could get 320 to 350. Now, if you did get a 325 for an 1875, you're selling your stock at $22. You're offering it up. So if the shares want to come up to $20, you're still going to make money on this contract because the book value is $1.25, but you got $3.25 cash for this thing. So you're in the chips here. Same thing on a 1750 contract. This 1750, if you could get 380, 385 for 380, 380 plus 1750 is at 2130. Not a bad price to sell out at, or to have as a target. It's a protection price for you. And of course, you write a 1750 or an 1875 call right now, take the money, put it in your account, and if in the next week or week and a half or 2 weeks the shares do go up to 20 or 21, you have the ultimate choice to make as to, well, I'll buy mine back and I'll write June contracts. I'll write June 20s. I'll write July 20s, or I'll write August 2250s. I'll roll over. I'll do a roll up. And I'll take more money and I'll give up some time for it, but I'll raise the price to take me out. What's wrong with a rollover? There's nothing wrong with a rollover. And so you're forcing the stock to make the move by saying, give me $3-something bucks right now, $300 a contract. I want to write 20 of these 1850s for $340 a piece. I want to write 20 of those. I want $6,800 in my account right now. And let's see if I have to pay $6,800 to get them back or not. Something tells me you might not. That's April. That's April. You don't have to write Aprils. You can write Marches, of course. You can write March 18s, 19s, and 20s. So pick your poison there up. You want to write 18s, they're $305.15. The 19s are $261 to $3, and the 20s are $230 to $258. So there's a little bit of opportunity there if that interests you. That's kind of where I'm at right at the moment. That's what the stock is telling me right at the moment. But this moment might not last very long. As we've noticed, we've had some volatility today in the market. We were up 200 this morning. Did you remember that? You do remember that, right? We were up 200. Then we were down 300. Right now we're down 129. So, this market is trying to figure itself out. GameStop round is only down 96 cents now. It's at 1750. So it's actually coming up with all this crazy turmoil here. It's possible that GameStop might push its way back to $18 at the end of the night, and we'll have to assess what happens tomorrow. Beach Boy, Alberto, I bought him back already. Today was bargain hunting Tesla and SoFi. John's Touchpad, I'm number 59. Oscar's here at number 57. Let's see what else is going on here. Alberto, Beach Boy. Okay, I was almost ready to write to average down to the premium, but I am waiting until Uncle gives me the go ahead. Yeah, right now you don't want to write on Tesla. You don't want to write on Tesla right now. Let's give this a little bit of time here. Beach Boy says, Brian, you take care, buddy. May the bagel gods be with you. And Alberto knows it. Tesla could have a $10, $20 swing. Well, it's down $15.85 today. It could be up $15.85 tomorrow, and the day after that again. And next thing you know, we're at 137. Hello. A Beach Boy saying Alberta. It smells like the good old days with GameStop, doesn't it? This is what GameStop used to do. $15 swings, no problem. This is what used to happen, Alberta. It does. Crazy, but we are ready to strike. I cleaned my scope and I'm ready to go. Beach Boy R, rest in peace, AMC. Same here, Beach Boy. DH Ruda, I'm number 66. John Anderson, hello everybody. Coyote Brian, get well soon there, mate. FX45, I am number 69 today, sir. Beach Boy, Uncle Bruce got me a bunch of Tesla straining to get written on. Is it time or better wait for the bounce up? What do you think? I would just wait out right now. I just wait it out. Christina Beach Boy, I picked up a Tesla call today, and I'm wondering what to do. Doesn't feel right to write on it just yet. It's on SSR tomorrow, so we shall see. And that's the thing, the stock can't be shorted aggressively tomorrow. It's on short sale restriction. You can only short Tesla on what are known as upticks. So if it's trading at 107.85, you can't offer it at 107.85 on a short sale. You have to offer it at 107.86. If it trades at 107.86, the next guy can't offer it at 107.86. He has to offer it at 107.87. You have to uptick it. You have to 1 penny it higher to get out and hope they come and take you out. You can't slam bids and make them take you out that way. So this might impede downside and or enhance upside moves for Tesla. So we'll watch for that. Christina, Uncle Bruce, really feel there's a rally coming. I just feel it. Marcus, I closed my previously written Tesla calls today. That was great. I'm still writing. I'm waiting to write new calls though right now. Gaudi, they have $18 strikes for March 23 on GameStop. Zach, number 61 checking in. Happy New Year, everybody. Christine, it's just too much time. Beach Boy, Christine, yes, been hesitating to write for that reason as well. Thing is, both GameStop at the time and Tesla these days are wild ones. You climb up and just hang on for dear life. Christine, that's like 14 weeks away, these Aprils, so it's true. DH, Christina, I agree though, writing January 27th of November would have been nice. Christina, that's like $27 a week. Bobby started a new Poor Man cover call on GameStop. I did a January 2024 again, wrote the April 20s at 295 right away. There you go. DH, Christina, I'm writing 3 weeks out and end up buying back with 1.5 weeks left for a 75% profit. Christina, time decay on that is slow. It's that out. Christina, declining market though. Christina, yeah, maybe I just live in the fast lane, laughing out loud. Hawkeye is here saying I am number 81. Remember, just because you write a call that's 14 weeks out doesn't mean you're going to wait 14 weeks. You might buy that call 4 weeks from now for 30, 40, 50% less. So don't fool yourself into thinking, oh God, I shouldn't even look at 6 month out contracts. Look at 6 month out contracts. If there's some serious premiums on 6 month contracts that are out of the money, nicely out of the money, 50% is coming your way in not too distant future. And that could be 50% of a $7 premium or 50% of a $7.50 premium. We're not talking about $1.10, trading range here. We're talking about some serious stuff here. Just notice here, Kevin McCarthy lost a second round bid to become Speaker of the House. He can't get a majority. BW number 38, thumbs up. January 22nd on the NASDAQ, just fell shy of 15% or 2,500 points. Dow Jones fell another 1,600 points, around 5% for January 22. S&P fell another 9.5%, 500 points. Today seems to point to 2023 continuing trend, going lower. Christina, have a good evening tonight, everyone. I'll see you all in the morning. The Old Surfer is number 86. Thank you, my friend. Bobby, doom and gloom article still says we'll be all wiped out by the end of the month. Always be writing. That's right. Right on, Bobby. Yeah, there's always the doomsayers. Always the doomsayers. The Dow now down 106. We have 31 minutes to go. We're down 22 on S&P. We're down 87 on NASDAQ. Oil at 77.21, down $3.05. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. The GameStop shares now 17.43, down $1.03. Moderna down 57 cents. ATIP 29.4, down 1.1 pennies. Tesla 108.13. We're back over 108 on Tesla again. Another little bump up there. See how that rides through here. What else we got going on? SoFi 450 still down a dime. Apple still down 530 at 124.63. HPQ down 21. Google is up 132. Amazon up 221. Home Depot down a penny. Cisco up 28. Netflix up 148. Pfizer down just 8 cents. IBM up 36. This market wants to go. It wants to come back and go higher. Microsoft down 28 cents. We're not getting any sell-off here. Vanik down 134. Adobe up 41. Goldman up 284. Boeing up 493. Meta up 522. So we've got some definite movement on the upside here. Target up 276, JP Morgan up 83 cents, Walmart up 166, Disney up 233. Yeah, we got some green showing here, and there is red too, but we're not seeing serious red other than Tesla today, and that's a one-day wonder, I think. I think so. I don't know if you really want to bet against Elon for a long time, especially down here. Maybe at 280 a share. Yeah. $108. I don't know if you want to do that. Tesla down 79, coming on again. Another buy wave coming in on the Dow. The Dow down 79 points. 0.3%. The S&P 500 0.56% lower. Nasdaq 0.80. Okay, we're watching closely. Even my iPad can't keep up with the activity. 108.31 on Tesla now. The Dow down 0.27 of a percentage point, about a quarter of a point. Okay. What else is going on here? Alberto, Uncle, I dreamt that I wrote on Tesla and you throat punched me. I'd never do that, my friend. No, never do that. I'll see how things go here. Oh man, 108.23, 108.31 on Tesla. A little more nibbling coming in here for some stock. Down 1487. We have 28 minutes to go. That's an eternity. That is an eternity for things to turn and go. We're down 61 now in the Dow. We're coming on again, another 12 points better. Interesting. Very interesting seeing this little rally kicking in yet again. 108.49 on Tesla. We're down 58 now on the Dow. 0.18 of a percentage point. The Dow is quickly coming on here again. There you go. Okay. S&P only down 15 points. Nasdaq down 68. Alberto's loving it. Love you guys. Thank you for being here today. Thank you guys for these thumbs ups, by the way. And thank you all of you out there who have been buying my classes, who have been doing one-on-ones, who are getting smarter on how to write options. I want to commend all of you out there who are really becoming option writers. You really are. You're becoming option writers, and your days like this now don't bother you so much. You kind of go, yeah, okay, we're only off 56 points. What's the big deal? Going through this ring, the ringer with a 200 plus point gain, a 300 plus point loss. Now we're only down 50 odd points. This is the new normal, and you guys are adapting to it, which is great. Look at that. Tesla 108.67 now. Coming on again, trying to go for 109 maybe. Interesting. 52 point drop on the Dow now. 52 on Dow. Okay. Let's see what else is going on here. Hey, sell my house in Upper Marlboro. Hey, Uncle Bruce, did you talk last week about ATIP hiring a chief growth officer on 12/23? I know we talked about that they had hired a CFO, a CEO, this officer. We may have mentioned this too. I'm not 100% sure. We probably did mention this. It sounds like the upper management team is now, been solidified over there. Now what we need is a investor relations department that is aggressive and is active, proactive, and really gets going. That's what we need now. We need this company to be talked about in a positive way. We need to find out, hey, how many centers do you want to open this quarter, this year? How many more hires have you made in the last 90 days? How many do you expect to make in the next 90 days? Talk to us about how backed up you are. You have these 900 centers. You're doing so many appointments a day now. Overall, is that number expected to climb? Depending on being able to hire people and so on. I mean, physiotherapy is not going away. I mean, we're not miraculously getting better all by ourselves. So the physiotherapy side of things is a very important area for insurance companies because they want to send you to physiotherapy rather than into the operating room. And if they can help you improve yourself through physio, it's a lot cheaper to have you with physio than to have you under the under the anesthetic and being operated on, and then physio. I mean, gee. So yeah, I mean, insurance companies are motivated that ATIP does more work for them. By the way, we're down 48 to 50 on the Dow now, a little better yet again. Bobby says, I do remember that announcement on ATIP. That came out. DH says, yeah, I remember that. Robert, sell my house fast. ATIP named Healthcare Partnerships leader. They named Scott Gregson as Chief Growth Officer. Robert Benson, that was last week. DH, Uncle Bruce, why do these SPACs suck at releasing news? Are they on eggshells by trying not to release wrong information? Amateur hour, what do you think? Well, you got to remember something about every company that takes over a SPAC, completes the merger. These are now publicly traded companies, but they're run by people who were running a private company. ATIP was a private company. It was not a public corporation before they took over the SPAC. SmartRent and others. Now, some of these folks have immediately and have listened to their brokers and have hired up investor relations teams to get going. Some of them figured they could do it themselves, and there's the problem. I would far rather that a company like ATIP or any company of the size of what ATIP was when they became public and what they are now, any company that's listed on the New York Stock Exchange, which ATIP is, I think you should be hiring a headhunter and stealing people to run your investor relations department. And I got to think, if I were approached, if I were like the third rung, the third highest guy in a investor relations department with an S&P 500 company, and the stock is a $80 stock, and I have options to buy 200 shares this year, and I get $80,000 a year salary, and yada 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 yada. And a headhunter calls me up and says, "How would you like to join a small company and be either the number one or number two person in the investor relations team, rather than number 3, 4, or 5?" They're putting a team together of 4 people over there. Now, this is a 30-cent stock. These guys are dropping some cash here. They're going to drop salaries of $600,000 a year on 4 people. $200,000 for the first person, 120, 100, 180, whatever it is. $600,000 on 4 people, and a budget of like $1 million a year. And you can get stock options for 30,000 shares, 40,000 shares guaranteed for the next 5 years. Like, you can get stock options for 150,000 shares at 30 cents a share, 32 cents a share, 38 cents a share, 45 cents a share for the next 5 years. I would jump at an opportunity like that if I were in my 40s. I would jump on that, because to me, this is ground floor. I mean, this is absolutely ground floor. I'd want to know the company, and I'd want to know what they're doing. Of course, I mean, I'd investigate the whole story. But my thinking is, hey, this entity is a going concern. They're having trouble getting enough employees to handle the business. I mean, okay, this isn't the problem. It's not like we have a China problem where we can't get parts and make something. I mean, it's just getting therapists to offer services to a waiting list of clientele. I'd want to be in that investor relations department and finding any way, and including Sunday, to talk about ourselves and promote ourselves, promote the stock. That would be my take on it. Just, what can I say? Amateur. All of these SPACs had to create their own investor relations departments, or build one. And my hope is that their sponsors, the original creators of the SPACs that they bought out, would have offered or would be offering names, leads, and or you would find a headhunter that's can specialize in finding you a headhunter group. I mean, you want to go after a number 2 person on an S&P 500 company, make them your number 1, and have them steal people from other companies to bring them into your company. I mean, that's what you want. You want an A team in the investor relations department, an absolute A team, relentless promoters of the stock, people that want to go to trade shows for the company, online trade shows, in-person trade shows, these investor conferences that are held all over the place. You want these guys to go there. You want them to drag a VP or the CEO or whatever with them to do a 1 hour spiel on the company, a half an hour, any presentation. I don't care what it is. Let's talk about ourselves. Let's promote this company. That's what I'd be doing as an investor relations guy. I'd be pestering the management, saying, you guys can't hide in your little offices up there. I need you in front of cameras. I need you on CNBC, whether they want you or not. We got to find a way to get you out there because this company has a lot to say. And right now, we got to talk about the fact that our stock's too low. So that would be how I do it. But no one seems to call me. It's funny how that works. Sell my house fast. DH and Robert. I saw the article. I just wanted to see if anyone thought it would help. DH, Spire is another one that tries to communicate in English, but it comes out in Mandarin. Sell my house. From looking at my area, I think they might need to get a little leaner. Sell my house. There are so many. Matthew, number 93, good afternoon. Thank you for the 93rd thumbs up. DH, sell my house. MD, I've never found one on the West Coast. They're not in every state. I think they're 28 states or something like that. Sell my house, DH. I can count 2 or 3 within a 10-mile radius of my house in the Washington, D.C. metro area. Don't let that fool you. It could be that they're there because they're that busy there. Think about that. There's a lot of government employees who have health insurance who could be getting this work. And what about the VA? I don't know about that. I don't know about the Pentagon. I don't know about anything else, but you got to wonder, there's a reason they're there. Interesting. We're down 74 on the Dow now. We're down 105 on GameStop at 1741. Looks like ATIP is taking a shot again. We're at 29.9, just down 0.6 tenths of a penny here. 29.9 cents a share on ATIP on 377,000 today. Tesla, 107.82, a little pullback at the moment. We reached 108.40, 108.50. We'll see what happens there. We still have 17 minutes to go. We're down 64 on the Dow. SoFi, 448, down 13. Apple, down 504, 124.89. HPQ, down 17. Google, up 118. Amazon, up 212. They're not backing off today. All right. 56-point downdraft on the Dow. GameStop down 99 cents. So a little tiny, little better. 107.85 on Tesla. All right. Double D, ATIP, 250 calls for 5 cents or just buy the stock. Just buy the stock. Just buy up. You're doing yourself a favor buying the stock. Pick it up. Well, that settles it. D.H. Ruda and I have decided that ATIP needs businesses on the West Coast. There you go. You see, they need to open up. I kind of wonder if ATIP will, and if they are possibly shopping around looking for regional centers that offer this kind of service, or are they, the people they've hired now, have they got them on the road looking at potential locations like in the metro Los Angeles area? I'm just spitballing here. It could be Denver, Vegas, Dallas, Houston, wherever they aren't. Could they be looking around with realtors, commercial real estate experts, for strip mall type locations? We got a slowdown going on economically. There could be some landlords looking for some real deals, offering very good incentives for someone like a national company like ATIP. Even though their stock's at 30 cents a share, they would say, you want to sign a 5-year deal with a 5-year option? We'd be negotiable at a pretty good rate because we the landlord know that you would be a generator of traffic to our mall. I mean, you got 10 therapists in there, and you get 10 patients at a time being treated, with 5-10 patients waiting for their turn. This turnover of people dropping people off, picking people up. There's like 30, 40, 50 people an hour, just this location turning people over. We could have a hairdresser over here. We could have a shoe repair guy over there. We could have a laundromat over there. We could put a dentist over there. Hey, this little mall of ours could become a service center type mall. It's not going to be a shopping mall. It's going to be a strip mall, but it's going to be a strip mall with activity during business hours. You'd wonder if ATIP might be coveted by landlords. I would think so, because their rent checks are going to be good. They're flowing the customers through each location. They're going to build up their practice in city number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, state number 23, 24, 25. I wonder, is this going, and I'd love to hear about it from the investor relations department. That's what I'd like to hear. Just saying. Okay. Go SoFi is in the house. Hey, Nick, how you doing? Happy New Year to you. Wrote 100 January 2023 cash secured puts for 531 strike. 100. If it gets there, I'll be owning Tesla for a cost basis of 96.69. Then I'll be writing covered calls. Yeah, groovy, baby. Well, there's a guy who's happy Tesla has backed off. There you go. Right now the stock's 108.10. So interesting. We're only off 56 now on the Dow, by the way, just off 56 points. All right. Way to go there, Nick. Bringing in some dough there. Sell my house, double D, buy the stock. Just buy the stock. Sell my house fast. The VA does all the VA work. That's most of their problem. Splair, anyone here counting on GameStop going higher this week? See, the thing about the VA too, and I don't know, other agencies, it could well be that over time, the folks at ATIP might be able to negotiate some kind of a subcontract deal where VA can send people to ATIP centers under the VA care program, and VA pays ATIP for the therapists and the location. Again, I'm spitballing. I'm trying to come up with ideas here to make everybody happy. I don't know how this works. I'm not an American, so, just a guy trying to tell people on a computer, don't mind the boldness, but there's opportunity out there, and there's opportunities to write options, and there's opportunities to buy cheap stock. That's what I'm saying. 29.8 cents on ATIP, by the way. 108.29, 108.34 on Tesla with 13 minutes to go. The Dow down 52 points. S&P down 17 points. NASDAQ down 80 points. Interesting. Okay. What else is going on here? Thank you all. That's where they are in my area. They're in strip malls. I can see why ATIP would be in strip malls. Cheapest rent you're going to get, free parking for the patrons. The patrons don't have to go up a bunch of steps to get into the store, you see, to get into the location. It's at ground level. Makes sense, doesn't it? You can get one store, 2 stores, 3 stores, whatever footage you need. Yes, indeed. Usually strip malls are on busy streets, so, easy to find, easy to get to, out of, near highways maybe. Who knows? Yep, just by the ATIP, says BW. Splair, slowly and steadily, I get some feeling, but I'm struggling to write tomorrow into strength again. At least I've cashed in today, $90 on my $18 call from Friday. And I'm on to a late written 19 out of the money calls. Right on, Splair. You're getting better and better all the time, buddy. The Dow's only off 35 points. 11 minutes to go. We're only off 35. We could be in the green today. I've said this a few times today. GameStop still down 99, though. Moderna down 42. ATIP at 29.7, down 0.8. Tesla 108.22. SoFi 449. Apple 124.90. HPQ down 15 cents. Google up 107. Amazon up 207. Home Depot down 15 cents. Cisco up 35. Netflix up 76. Pfizer has gone green. It's up 4 cents. All day it was red. It's gone green. IBM up 59. Microsoft just down 24 centinos. Vanik Semiconductors 143 on the downside. Adobe's up 17. Goldman's up 280. Boeing up 460. Meta up 450. So we got some green there on some of the bigger names. We're down 33 on the Dow. That's all. Just 33 now. Looks like we're even within 12 of the break even on the Dow Jones. Quite an interesting turnaround here. We got stuff to watch. We're down 14 on S&P, 77 on NASDAQ. Oil down 313 a barrel today. All right. Okay. ATIP in my neighborhood is in with a tropical smoothie cafe, Jersey Mike's, and an AT&T cell phone store. Good traffic there. That's a good mix of retail. Yeah, definitely. Zach is saying, well, now I'm in the Fidelity. I'm in the Fidelity is a jerk club. They said they approved me for level 3 options and still nothing. The guy I'm chatting with doesn't even know what a poor man covered call is. Not feeling great here. That's the problem with these platforms. You're dealing with people who don't know. Sell my house fast. You have to wait forever with the VA. Might as well live in Canada, says Sell My House. Slayer, yeah, but I'm really not comfortable in writing at a 52-week low. JR, Zach, Tasty Works. Tasty Works us is the way to go. Tasty Works in the U.S. Bobby Atkinson going, interesting. We're down 26 on the Dow. 9 minutes to go. Down 26 points on the Dow. Now 22 points on the Dow. GameStop still at 1735, down 111. We're at 108.04 on Tesla, down 15. ATIP down 0.8 of a penny at 29.7. SoFi 449 now. Apple is better than it's at 125.11. It's not down $5 anymore. It's down 482, just a tiny notch higher. Richard, I don't care what GameStop does this week. I just try to anticipate my best move depending on how GameStop does this week. Coyote, Zach, I had a similar problem, and the two guys I spoke to at Fidelity, I had to explain to them how poor man cover calls work. It was mind-blowing. BW, another week in the markets where people are on eggshells. Price movements are very odd, all because fear FOMC notes being released tomorrow and the jobs report this week. Start liking red days. John Gill with Fidelity asked to speak with an options specialist. Zach, JR, I see a lot of y'all on Discord singing their praises. Maybe I'll look into it. Bobby, tomorrow could be the next 52-week low. We all played that game with SoFi last year. Right away, roll when you can. Cindy B, instead of saying poor man cover calls, tell him I want to make a vertical spread. Zach, he said I needed to own the shares for a covered call. These are amateurs. You got to talk to options specialists. Fool of a took. Hi, all. How you doing there, pal? Zach, Cindy B, I did that. Still said it wasn't possible. Unbelievable. Coyote, Zach, absolute amateurs. I switched to TD. I mean, they just don't know what they're doing, and they don't care. The down dip on the Dow, 31 points. Down 15 on S&P, 76 on NASDAQ. That's what's going on here. GameStop down 116. Tesla at 108, right on the nose, down $15. And we've got 7 minutes left. Splayer, I'm just scared on GameStop that it suddenly goes to $25. And then I can't do anything for over a month or so while my next bill can't be paid. So I'm waiting for a little strength. Well, Splayer, there's always rollovers, but I hear you, pal. I hear you. Lack of cash and closing stonks is only the worst case scenario. Interesting. All right, we're down 22 on the Dow. Another little pop coming in here. A little bit of money. A little buying coming through again. Still at 1729 on GameStop. Tesla 108.11. All righty, 449.5 on SoFi. Trying to get back to 450 here. DH, Zach, poor man cover calls a slang. Be careful how you communicate to brokers. Fool of a took. I just switched to Fidelity, so all these comments make me nervous. Says fool of a took. Well, to each his own. Hopefully everything works out. But can I say we're down, I think 16 on the Dow. We're down 12. We're down 12 on another little buy wave coming in right in the last 6 minutes here. Interesting. Zach, this guy is barely better than a chatbot, not a broker at all. 12.9, 8.4 is the down dip on the Dow. The Dow's only down 8 points. S&P down 13 and NASDAQ down 69. I think we might be going green here. We are now down 8.4 points on the Dow, and now we're down 2 on the Dow over here. All right. On the bright side, Zach says, I just grabbed 13 more GameStop shares for 1746. Giddy up. We're at 1728. We're down 12 on the Dow. We've got Tesla at 108.24. Apple at 125.20. Anyway, Karen says Fidelity is easy to use, though. I think you have to use the technical terms with the brokers. That's what they look up on their machines, vertical spreads. That's probably what it is. We've got 5 minutes to go, and we're down 28 on the Dow, 15 to 28 right now on the Dow. That's what we got going here. Let's see what happens on this market. The Dow off, I think 31. We'll see if there's a last minute surge to take it green. Zed Estate, Bruce, I am thumbs up 106 for you today. Thank you, my friend, and all of you who've helped me get over to 100 again. Spare rollover is only possible some dollars higher where both suddenly cost 8 instead of 4. I'd be in a trap there. I hear you, Spare. But you'd be richer. So, if the stock goes up go your poor man covered calls, up goes your stock. You just get richer. So, not to worry, my friend. Okay, now we're down 24, and we have 4 minutes to go. GameStop down 120, and Tesla is at 107.94. How's this market going to close in the last couple of minutes? Well, we'll figure it out. It's certainly not a big day today. We were up 200, down 300. We're going to be around negative 20, negative whatever. So it's a nothing burger day when it's all said and done. I think today the sell-off came, the sell-off went, and now watch an up day tomorrow and the day after. Do not be surprised if that's what we're going to get. That's my hunch. What can I say? Set it from a 20 in the money strike. It's easier possible. In the worst case, there's a $19 strike lower. Splayer's got a lot of thinking. He's scheming. He's got the whole thing figured out. He's figuring out options. And watch out. 107.97 on Tesla, 17.24 on GameStop, down 22 on the Dow. 3 minutes to go. Right on, kids. Coming into the final few moments of trading. Thank you all for joining me again today. We're at 450 on SoFi. Battled back, only down 11 cents on SoFi at 450. Volume today on SoFi, 27.9 million. See? Not a heavy, bad day at all. Very, very light trading, actually. So that's all you got, SoFi? That's all the selling there is? May have a turnaround here. Okay. The bottom just dropped out of GameStop, says DH, 1724. Zed Estate, I own 100 Tesla now. Giddy up. Uncle, no weapon formed against me shall prosper, and every tongue that rises against me in judgment thou shalt condemn, says DMX. Thank you, Alberto, for that. I think I still need to do the cover call class, Poor Man cover calls. It's next on my list, hopefully this month. Machine with Fidelity, they say the account value has to be at least $10,000 to be able to do vertical spreads, Poor Man covered calls. That's what the Fidelity people say. I don't know if that's true for everybody. The Dow is down 5 points. The Dow is only down now 2 points. We're about to go green on the Dow at 2 minutes to go for the day. We're down 13 on S&P. We're down 73. The Dow is now down 1 point on the session with 2 minutes to go. 1 point in the red at the moment. Now 3/4 of a point in the red. That's what I'm saying here. That's what I see. That's what I heard. Okay. Cindy, I bought 2 GameStop $5 calls for January 2025 for $12.45, and I sold on them. Right on, Cindy. Right on. 1724 is where the stock is, down 124. Tesla 107.97. The Dow now down 2 or 12, depending on what device you look at. 1 minute to go. And we're now 130, 1.37 or 12 points. One or the other is correct. I don't know which one to believe. We have a lot of trading going on at the very end. 108 on Tesla now, down 10.8 points here, down 8.5 over here now. On Ameritrade, you need $2,000 for Poor Man cover calls and shorting. You need just $2,000, says Matthew. A 5-point drop, a 10-point drop on the Dow, and we're in the last minute. We're just about to break even on the day. Okay, everybody. There it is. 108.06 on Tesla. Well, 17.22 on GameStop. Down 3 points, 3.8 points on the Dow over here. Down 8 here as our friend Larry Titus rings them bells as we're closing this day out. Larry, thank you, Larry, from Alberto. The bells are being rung, and we're down 5 or 12 points. So we've eliminated all the losses on the Dow pretty well, and S&P is just off 14 points, and the Dow and the Nasdaq's down 77. It's a nothing burger day. Oil down $3. That's good. $77 a barrel on oil. That'll be interesting to see how that plays out tomorrow. Yeah, very, very interesting. Alberto says, Larry, thank you very much for ringing those bells for us today. 1722 on GameStop. Moderna 178.99, down 63 cents. ATIP 29.3, down 1.2 cents. Tesla 108.10, down 15.08. SoFi 450 on the nose, down 11. Apple down 486 today. HPQ down 12 cents. It was battling back there. Google up 97. Amazon up 182. Home Depot came green, gained 2 pennies. Cisco up 30 cents. Netflix hung on to a 7-cent gain. Pfizer up 4. IBM up 65. Microsoft lost 24 cents today. Vanik down 156. Adobe up 39. Goldman up 287. Boeing up 486. Meta up 440. So we've had a lot of green on some of these issues here. Lots of green come through here. Over at ME, lost 6 cents to 210. Rocket Lab gained a dime to 387. Matterport up 11 to 269. No, down 11, pardon me, 269 on Matterport. SmartRent up a penny. Spire up 3.7 cents to 99.7, just under the dollar. Spire in the after hours is at $1 right now. So Spire is at $1. Sextera at 206, up 14 today. 206 on 265,000. So Spire is Sextera is growing a bit. AMC and Ape down 35 cents combined value today. Royal Caribbean down 73 cents. Bed Bath Beyond down 20. Carvana down 12. Robinhood down 6. BlackBerry up 5 cents. There's a couple of quotes for some of the others that we follow here. Down 12 points on the Dow as it's all coming together. 1720 to 22 on GameStop. And Tesla after hours, 107.88 down 22 cents. Our volume today on Tesla, 228 million. The low was 104.65, just around 1 o'clock, and it ended up at 108.10. So a gain of 350 from the low with a 228 million share day today. So good, heavy day of trading. I think today a lot of folks who wanted out got out and were scared out, got scared out. They're gone. There's some shorting, but I wouldn't be aggressively shorting this now. I'd be very careful of getting caught on just anytime Elon says something. It could be the next tweet, the next comment. I don't know. Could pop this market $10. I just don't think we're going much lower here. We'll find out. All right, everybody. Coyote added to my poor man cover call stock today. Bid got hit near the low of the day. A successful start to 2023. Mr. Premium of the option number 114 thumbs up. Bruce also just wrote a Tesla cash secured put, $95 strike. Jan 20, I got 280 for it. So if he has to buy the stock, he'll get it for 92.18. Is that about right? Something like that. Beach Boy sold and bought back some Tesla, GameStop, and Apple. Now I have a tax shield. Ho, ho, ho. In Israel, you are down on a stock, you sell it and buy back. Just you lock in the loss from where you bought it at, and that's a tax credit that you can use now going forward instantaneously. You don't have to wait till the end of the year. None of this holding nonsense. No wash trade crap. Pretty good. Not bad. Splitter. All right, y'all. Have a restful sleep later and have some good dreams for our stocks. Beach Boy. Thanks, Larry. Nice song on those Swiss cowbells from Zermatt. A nice sound there. Nice sound. BW, someday soon, those on this channel will finally see a shot up on one of our SPACs. We won't know when or why, but it will be spectacular. New to watching markets daily, just be patient. Exactly. Alberto, patience is the key. Deuce Caboose, in for a thumb. Good luck. Thank you, Deuce Caboose. Coyote, I do hate wash trades. I hate that. Rock and roll, kids. All right. Another day has come and gone. Fun had by all. We're into a new year, 2023. Welcome all of you. Don't forget tomorrow, Wednesday, I'll be on with you, you Gold Bagel members. I'll join. Well, you join me first thing in the morning before the 8:30 show. We'll do the pre-trade alert thing. Then at 8:30 we'll be on for everybody. Then we'll be back at 3:00. And don't forget tomorrow night, 8:00 prime time with Uncle Bruce, the first one for 2023. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys. Gold Bagel members only on prime time tomorrow night, 8:00. Upgrade your membership to a Gold Bagel level immediately if you want to be in on that show, and or become a member of this channel and join in at the Gold Bagel level. It's $25 a month, but you get 26 more things, 25 more things than if you're a regular member. Love having you. On the way out the door, I will say we have 118 thumbs ups. Thank you for participating in my poll question. I was curious. Do you think that Tesla will end up under 100 a share before we close tonight? 30% said, yeah, I think we might be under 100. And 70% said, no, I don't think so, Bruce. 141 voted. And we did not have a drop under 100. But I will do this. Thank you all. Richard Carlin is already reading my mind. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I'll throw up those knee emojis for you. Don't forget, the knee emojis make the markets do exactly what you want them to do. And so let's have some fun tomorrow, everybody. It's Wednesday tomorrow. Being it's a short week, let's make some money tomorrow in this market. And let's see if these knee emojis will take us to another level of option writing greatness that we all so deserve to have. Larry, thank you, Larry Titus, for hitting those knee emojis. Matthew, there they are. Matthew's got them going on. Here come the knee emojis. The attack is underway. Thank you, Dean, for those knee emojis, buddy. Oh, yeah, baby. Here they come. TJ's in there. You can't stop TJ from popping those knee emojis up there. I mean, come on. TJ is watching out the side there. Keep an eye on us. Thank you all for participating in the fun. 121 thumbs ups. Wow, what a great run today. Thank you. And again, this morning we reached over 200 thumbs ups first thing. Thank you, everybody. Alberto, here come Alberto's thumbs ups and knee emojis. Thank you, everybody, for this. Blair's throwing up the knee emojis. The machine is throwing them up. Deep Value is throwing them up. Here we go with the knee emojis. You can't stop this. YouTube is wondering what the heck is going on with those guys over there. Why do they do that? Deep Value, thank you for the knee emojis. Here they are, just dominating the chat. Here they go. Another batch and another batch and another batch. Here's Beach Boy with a bunch of knee emojis. Look at that. You got to love that. Knee emojis from around the world. Zeta State from British Columbia. Thanks, pal. DH Ruda. Look at those knee emojis come in here. Oh, yeah. Deep Value is just flooding us with these knee emojis. Blair, thank you, pal. We are the Knights of Neat. BW, that's right. Neat. Options Nomads. Neat emojis, Bruce. We're putting up the knee emojis. BW's there. Options Nomads. Blair's there. Here they keep coming in. You can't stop this. Thank you all. Lots of fun. Who says we don't have fun on this channel? Marcus, thank you, my friend. You keep writing those options out there, buddy. You're doing a hell of a good job. Nice going, everybody. Going to be a great year, 2023. You guys are going to get rich. Going to be great. I can't wait to see some of the donations coming in from all the millions you guys are going to make. I love it. I got another hip operation to pay for, so we need to get you guys rich, really rich, so that we can get Jen another hip operation. Right on. Thank you, everybody. All right, I'm out of here. Have a great night, and we'll join me tomorrow morning. We'll play this game again. And see what the markets have in store for us. Okay, everybody? Can't believe I own 100 shares of Tesla, says Ed. I can't believe it. Okay, guys. See you tomorrow. Have a good night.